All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm just working on setting up the chat and everything, same as always. Give me a minute. No, misclicking here. Is that buzzing on my end or on Twitch? Hard to tell. Let me see if I can figure it out. Let me see if I can figure it out. I think it's on my end. Hey, Judge. I've been busy today. There are a bunch of new alerts and stuff. Instead of just a GG now, there's one more of those. And then there's a bunch of channel point alerts. And I couldn't resist playing this game because we got this big ass ship yesterday, and I really wanted to work on it. If it wasn't for the fact I had stuff to do today in the early morning, I would have done it last night. Well, I've officially already stuck our truck here. You like it? I thought it fit me pretty well. And I always sound kind of exhausted, so we went with Exhausted King being what's called. Oh boy, I really don't even know where to start on this thing. I really don't know where to start here. Guess we'll climb up the ladder. But yeah, like I said, my sister's the one doing all that stuff. She is working on backgrounds still, and she is working on 4 other emotes. It just takes time, and she's not even being paid for it. She's just doing it to help me out, so I'm not going to rush her either. We're going to have it go ahead and grab those since they're really easy to grab. Do I want to start destroying the ship right now, or do I want to look at it first? I think I want to look at everything first. We'll have these things go ahead and be grabbed. Oh, this ship is huge. Multiple cranes can work at once. That's cool. Yeah, I couldn't wait. I really wanted to work on this ship. This is the biggest ship we've had so far. Look at how high up we are. Look at this ship. This is gonna take like 3 or 4 hours. There was a new cargo? I didn't see a new cargo. Apparently it was that one. Oh, speaking of couple of hours, if you haven't seen my Twitch schedule yet, it's been updated tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to start at about noon EST. And we're going to go for between 8 and 12 hours, maybe longer. But it's going to be a long stream day. So we can look forward to that. I've got to knock these out to get that out. We won't bother with it right now if I can't get to it. Now let's start cleaning some stuff up here. We know we're going to need a lot of trips for a lot of this stuff. There's our car. Yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow, especially streaming that long, that we can get a couple of people in here and maybe actually get some growth on my channel. See if we can get some people interested in us. Streaming that long, we just have a much higher chance of somebody stumbling across me. So that's the hope for tomorrow. This was a tier 2 ship, right? Why is our saw taking so long? It takes 2 hits per node. I thought this was a tier 2 ship. Did I grab a tier 3 by mistake? Or do all the big ships just take longer despite their tier? I don't know, I've never done one of these before. Just keep trying to clear some stuff out here. I wonder if there's anything up there that needs to come down. Yeah, this should be a good video. Like I said, we have not had a ship this big ever. Man, there's a lot of stuff on it too. Yeah, we can't quite. If I manually aim it, I can get it there. There it is. Oh, I bet this is the flagpole. Nope, thought that was the collectible. Sorry, I was just putting out a cigarette. Yeah, I didn't see anything to crane up there. I don't think we got anything to worry about on this particular piece. We've got a mast that we need to cut off right here. And if you have any ideas on what we should play tomorrow during stream, feel free to mention them at any point. So we're gonna work on getting all these out of here next. Take away all the lifeboats. We don't need lifeboats where we're going. Okay, this one I'm probably got to take out floor to get to. Man, our stall's a little bit slow for this. Yeah, all these are gonna need the floor taken out here. But that's just some outer decking, so we can knock that down without too much difficulty. Sucks that everything's gonna be 2 hits. That's gonna... Well, it's going to quite literally take us twice the time to get everything done, that means. I think it was here that we needed to break for this one. Yes. only one-sided, huh? That I didn't know. Alright, well that's one out of here. Alright, this one next. But if you have any ideas for emotes or anything, let me know. Because I'm struggling with ideas. I've never been an exactly creative guy. So we're just trying to work with what we know. Alright, I think I just need to... hit these all the way down. Because they're gonna all be in the way the whole way down. Got some more stuff to pick up here that I missed. So what do you think it's gonna take us to do this shit? Man, that's a lot of emotes. Is that all the stuff you did on your channel, I take it? Most. Alright, I will, I'll look into those then. See if I can come up with some stuff similar. Oh, let me cut all the boats. Then we'll go up top and break the floor to get them all out again. Yeah, I suppose getting a couple more simple emotes would probably be better than only doing like 1, 2, or 3 at a time that are more special. But yeah, we may have some more stuff to work with tomorrow. Like, I think I'll have as you know, channel points are renamed to Kingdom coins. They were copper coins, but instead we changed it again to Kingdom coins, and that's probably what it's gonna stay as. But we're thinking about trying a few other things here. We've got a coin design that I think is gonna work pretty well. I want channel points to be something that people can use a lot of. I want there to be a lot of cool things in there so that people have a reason to stick around and earn more of them. And I'm not very experienced in all that stuff because I'm not on Twitch. Like, I never have really had time to sit down and watch stuff. I always end up watching it secondhand on YouTube. So I'm not really sure how to make it all really engaging for the audience. I've got ideas, but how to put them all into practice is a whole different ballpark. I mean, I'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, I stick with only releasing a couple of emotes every few weeks. And I get some really cool ones out of it. Yeah, we'll work on getting some heart ones and stuff like that. Okay, I need to go into this room. So we gotta find a collectible, too. I think this ship's gonna take a lot longer than any of the others we've done so far. That is another room empty. Now I need to go into there. How do I get in there? There it is. We're just gonna try and clear floor by floor for now. Anything up here that needs grabbed? No, and I've already been in all of there. Okay, so up to this floor is done. Now we need to do the main deck. And I'm not sure how we're gonna take this apart. I'm not sure what we need to prioritize. Oops, didn't mean to throw the box yet. Okay, box is full. I should probably just start leaving boxes on the ground instead of trying to get them all into the truck. But I'm trying to get stuff. That takes us below deck. We don't want to go there yet. I wonder what the collectible's gonna look like on this ship. Whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna start leaving boxes laying around. That box is full. Damn it. Trying to click the brake button on there. Slightly bigger rooms. Right there. Ooh. Game save, that's where the lag spike came from. Oh, full again. I think these big orange pipes go to something. I ain't sure what though. Full again. And we've got bulkheads there. One over there. More bulkheads. We'll cut through this one. Now we're full again. So how long you think this ship's gonna take us, Judge? Just based on its size and how long the other ships take us. Like them fishing vessels, they only took about an hour each. 5 days. No, we're gonna do this today. It's just gonna take a while. There are definitely a couple of ships in here though that are probably going to be multi-video ships. Like there are cruise liners, because I have the DLC for them, and I know they're much larger than this ship. I think the smallest cruise liner is the size of like 2 or 3 of this ship. Maybe more. I don't know for sure because I haven't ever spawned any of them. But I do remember seeing the trailers for them. So going off of the trailers, I think I have a somewhat generalized idea of how big they're gonna be. I go back to the front of the ship here. Yeah, we went through everything here. Alright, so that means it is time to go down another deck. We got all of these to grab. We're gonna have a lot of these life rafts. If I can reach the truck, we'll throw it into the truck, but if not, we're gonna throw it right under the ground. I just want to watch how many boxes we throw onto the ground, because with a ship this big, you get enough of those on the ground and it's going to start causing lag. You have to get quite a few of them before it starts causing lag, but I don't think quite a few of them is going to be hard to get. Alright, let's go down the other side now. Collect all the other life rafts. Full box. I suppose worst comes to worst, I just have to go through and pick up some boxes if it does start to lag. I know that we probably don't want to knock the ship down in one big piece when we get down to the end. I have a damn good PC, but I don't know if it could do this. That's a lot of physics objects that would be interacting with each other. How the hell do I get in here? You know what? I know how I get in here. My way. I'm not gonna sit here and run around just trying to find a way in. Ship's gonna take long enough as is. It's full. I've got to imagine those are sacks of potatoes. I can't really imagine what else it would be in the cafeteria. Oh, they're bathrooms. This is the whatchamacallit. Nope, word's not coming to mind. Nope, word's not coming to mind. Kinda like the emergency stairwell, but maintenance stairwell, I guess. Be something along those lines. Wonder what we're gonna have to cut to get the first layer of the ship off of here. Because remember, it's 3 stages tall. Both of these hatches, yeah. Man, it sucks that all this stuff's gonna take 2 hits though. We just didn't have the money. We got lots of barrels here. Trying to make sure we grab all this stuff. Kept grabbing nothing there. I'm hoping we can do this ship in about 3 hours. That's my hope. I don't want to spend a stupid long amount of time doing it. If it's gonna run more than 3 hours, then we might not actually finish this ship. Because I've still got to upload it and everything to YouTube and then get ready for the long stream tomorrow. Our biggest limiting factor with stream tomorrow is I'm going to have 800 gigabytes free to work with, storage-wise. And while that is a lot, I record in 2K. So it's actually not going to add up that much. I'm hoping I have enough space to record that long, but depending on the video quality of whatever games we play, that might not be enough space. Speaking of which, I saw when I went to launch this game that Used Car Simulator had its next update. Season 2 is out, so we will be probably starting with that game tomorrow. That way we can see all the new content. I need to get into this room. Oh, full. Wasn't quite paying attention enough. There's that autosave again. Saves are gonna probably be just like that for a long time. Fairly aggressive lag spikes. Ain't nothing I can do about it. This is just a very large ship. We've been down that way already. We need to go this way now. On the bright side, the more of these physics objects and stuff we pick up, the better off our saves should get. There should be a little less lag each time. So what is this room then? Looks like a doctor's office, I guess. Oh yeah, it was right there. Oh yeah, this was a hospital ship, I forgot. Yeah, I completely forgot that this was a hospital ship. Yeah, that box is probably full anyways. I do like a good simulator game. You know, I saw that they're making another game kind of like this one right here, but it's going to be called Plane Graveyard Simulator. I'm not sure when it's going to be out, but that's going to be fun. Because I will be playing that whenever it does come out. Alright, holy shit, I think that's everything. I gotta sneeze. Damn. Wasn't ready for that. Okay. So let me see here. What is all of this? This gets pulled off. Does anything else get pulled off? Above this? No. Alright, let's just try cutting some stuff here. Oh shit. Shit. I forgot to upgrade the blowtorch. I wonder how much money it costs to upgrade that. We're gonna run and go see how much it costs to upgrade the blowtorch, because that is really slow. And there's gonna be a lot of things that need torched on that ship. And there's gonna be a whole lot of things that need torched on that ship. Blowtorch at that speed, it might actually take us 5 days.
Namaste, my friend.
Wrong place. Oh, saving again. I said there ain't nothing I can do about that. Those are gonna be pretty aggressive no matter what.
आप क्या चाहते हैं, my friend?
Why are you saving? Oh, I bought a tool. That's why.
Namaste. फिर मिलते हैं,
That's a
my friend.
small increase. It's gonna save every time I buy a tool.
मेरे स्टोर में आपका
I
स्वागत
don't
है.
think I have enough stuff to sell. I don't have enough stuff to sell to get another level. Alright, well, it's, we added 6 to its damage. 12 to 18, so hopefully that's gonna be a big enough upgrade. Yeah, hopefully that's gonna be a big enough upgrade. Did not think about that, so, at all. I was like, okay, we got hammer. I did, like I said, I thought this was a tier 2, and I'm pretty sure it is. But apparently these tier 2s are stronger than the shipping vessel tier 2s. Yeah, that's better. Still ain't great, but better. Yeah, we're gonna need to knock these walls down. Alright, let's just knock all the walls down. We know what's in the way. We know what's gotta go. Alright, there was nothing above this that came out, right? Yeah. Alright, now we gotta make sure we get all the outside. Gotta get all the outside nodes. No, gotta get all the outside nodes now. Sometimes that speech impediment creeps up on me and my words kind of slur together. Since I lost that molar, it's gotten a little bit worse. Which sucks. We're gonna knock down a small part of the ship here. Just this whole little piece above me. Yeah, there it went. Hoping it doesn't make too big of a mess. Nope, there it went. I think that's how we're gonna have to do this whole ship. Kind of like how we did the submarine. We're gonna have to do it in sections. To avoid a few things. One, stuff just flying everywhere and making a much bigger mess than what I'm capable of cleaning up with. Or cleaning up after. And then two, just so we can actually control what section we're cutting up and getting to. The stuff on this ship is heavy. I'm noticing. Like just general wall pieces and stuff are very, very heavy. I guess it is a very large, very old vessel. Alright, so that's the first part done. Let's cut this piece off, get it going. Get another piece going. We got a left and a right piece. Okay, it must be held on by something below. Because that's not free yet. is it you? No, there's still more. Here it is. I think this is the piece I need. No, there's a piece of floor blocking it. Never mind. Okay, that's free now. It's probably gonna be the same over here, so we're just gonna break it ahead of time. Then I need to go and check the other side. See if there's, just like this side, a piece needs to be craned out. Go ahead and throw that box in there too. Alright, I don't see anything craneable. Ooh, these stairs. Could have missed that. Fancy stairs. Somebody wants them. But I think that's it. I think we have to drop down to this section now and get these ones. We're now far enough away from the truck again to where we can't actually reach it. Wasn't there a ladder to go up? Oh, there's a ladder to go down. Okay, got that cut. So there's still connections, either above or below. My guess is they're above. Yeah, probably above. Yep, there it is. Cool. This one rips right out. We don't have to cut any floor up. That's always nice. Okay, so we got that front section. They've got to come up. What about anything else on this level now? Nope, was just the stairs. Alright, let's go down another level, see if there's anything else here. Or if we just gotta get to these walls now. Nope. Should've just been these. Okay, let's figure this piece out. Okay, it connects here. Then we'll have to go below deck, figure out what the next connection is. That doesn't take me below deck. That probably would, but instead I'll just hammer away through. Fastest way down, just gonna be going through the floor here. We're in a part of the ship that we haven't been in before. I forgot we didn't go and explore the lower decks. And we'll just kind of explore the ship one layer at a time. We did all the top layers. Now we're working on the first below the hull layer. We're still above the waterline at least. Alright, I need to get out of this fucking maze of a cage here. Right. And there's probably a cut point right in the middle again. Let's see if that knocks the sidewall loose. No. Destroy all connectors or floors. Okay, so we gotta go up and destroy the floors. That would be this floor. Yeah, that's that floor. This floor as well. We are full. I know we're too far away from the trucks. We're just gonna throw it over there. Alright, right here should be the last one we need. There it went. There's our first piece of shit coming off. It always sounds like I'm saying piece of shit. I'm saying piece of shit. But truthfully speaking, it all is a piece of shit. Good thing that my guy is fucking Superman, though. Just jumping off of... Let's see, what do you think that is? Going off of... Let's say our guy is 6 foot. Hopefully. It's gotta be, what, 30, 35 foot drop? We're jumping off of them. Damn! I mean, damn, we pulled that one with some gusto from all the way over here over to here. We didn't let it hit the ground. Is my... I don't have this upgraded enough either, do I? Oh, I do. That's good. Barely. I barely have it upgraded enough. You know what I want to do? We're going to throw our boxes down there. And we'll clean them up whenever we have to go and hit one of these pieces off. I think that's the smart decision. Gets them off of the ship and gets them somewhere where we can easily work with them later. Because we're not going to be able to reach the truck for a while. Lag spike. That's not gonna be any easier. We got cargo right here. It needs to come out. Might as well just cut the floor out since we know where we gotta cut this time. grab all this if it busts loose. Realize I missed the spot again. Alright, throw a box down. Who knows, maybe one day I'll have a big enough group of people that we can call in helpers for jobs like this, on games like this. Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and get the crane to grab that. Okay, we need to find our cut point. Found it. We got one above us still. Well, there. We'll throw that box down there 'cause it's full. Yeah, this would be another part of our ship. Damn! Maybe we need to turn the torque down on those a little bit. Making me sit there and think if I'm gonna have a life or not. Alright, was there anything else in here that needed towed out? Don't really think so. Never mind, there's stuff right here. Eat my own words before I can even finish getting them out of my mouth. Alright, we gotta pop up here. You know what, just because I'm stupid and I can't figure out where I'm looking. Well, damn, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem I didn't think about. Above. Drop that. Yeah, we still need to knock this out. Then this. We've got to get to that piece still. Alright, that should be all of that gone and taken care of. Yeah, I have a feeling that's just gonna be a reoccurring problem that we're gonna have because we have that whole middle section. So our next job's probably gonna be knocking that whole section down here in a minute. What's gonna be the fastest, easiest way of doing that? I'm not sure. You know, we've got these pipes running through the whole ship. I'm gonna have to go and find all the shut-off valves. That's all gonna be below deck.
हेलो क्या हाल है
Yeah, we're gonna have to... Shit, yeah, we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to go to the staircase around here, wherever it was. Right here. We need to go find all the shut-offs. Which means we're gonna have to pop open every door looking for them. Because I know we got steam valves coming up through the floor just over there. And I'm pretty sure all these orange pipes that need cut are going to explode. Pretty sure they are fuel pipes. If memory serves, it is... There wasn't many ships that had those that we've done in the campaign. Campaign, I guess? Would this be a campaign? I don't know, in the series so far. Whatever. Just means we're gonna go and explore the rest of the ship earlier than planned. Also means there's gonna be a lot more back and forth than planned. Ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a lot more back and forth. That's full. Medical box. Okay, this room is full. Or empty, whatever the hell. How do I get to the other rooms? I need to get into this one. There's something in there, I can't tell what. I can't tell if it's a shut off or just more pipes. Well, there's a bunch of our steam pipes that we really don't want to break right now. I have no idea where we're at in the ship. Like, I have absolutely no reference point on where we're at. We found one of our shut-offs, though. And a ship this big, we know we're gonna have more of those. I'm gonna have to play this all by ear and hope that I don't miss anything. Because we did dump all of our marbles in this ship, we need to make bank. And if we start destroying key stuff, we're not gonna make shit. Alright, let's pop through this door. where are we? We've been here before. What about in here? A full box. Alright, don't see anything in there. We've got more cargo we'll have to get out at a later date. I can't tell if there's anything in there that I should be worried about or not. The answer was no. No, there wasn't anything I had to worry about. We found what looks to be a main staircase. Bathtub, shower equipment. We filled up another box. Alright, where are we in the ship right now? Somewhere I've already looted. Alright. Okay, then where is this? That's coming from somewhere I've already looted. This is going somewhere I haven't been. Well, that didn't break. You know, it might have been the first game that had those as explosive. It really might have been. I can't remember though. Based on the fact that that didn't explode violently, I'm gonna say it was probably the first game. Because the explosive pipes in this game are like that one we just shut off. They're a smaller, thinner orange pipe. Alright, nothing in there. What about over here? Oh, another full box. Gotta keep grabbing. We want to get in here, kinda. That is our emergency stairs, which is what I was looking for earlier. Still not emergency stairs. I believe the correct terminology is like maintenance access or something. I don't even think it was just for maintenance. I think it was legitimately so the workers and stuff can get to the lower decks. Goddamn bot. Stick 'em, Judge. I have no idea where I'm at on the ship. I can do stuff in there. Wait, where am I going? I haven't already been here. No, that's through a bulkhead. So I've got to go around here and then through this bulkhead. Thank you, Judge. Man, I was hoping that since today was Friday night, my stream was gonna pop off and I was gonna get like 4 or 5 people in here. Usually my streams do better on Friday. But sadly, so far, it's only you, Judge, and bots. Oh well. I was gonna play this game and talk to myself anyways, so better to record it. How am I? I need to go and find that maintenance hatch again. We need to go down another level. Here it is. Alright, down, not up. Can't even follow my own instructions. Throw that box right there. Man, a lot of barrels to pick up here. Since we're so close to the back end of the ship right now, we'll focus on going that way first. Where does this go? I've been here already. I don't remember seeing that ladder, so I must have glossed over it. For any reason. No, that is the back of the ship right there. We just need to make sure we collect everything and move that way. Slowly, but surely. You know, that's something I've always wanted to do, was go on a cruise. I figured my first and probably last cruise will be a singles cruise. See if I can find somebody who can tolerate my dumbass face. Somebody that's not me, because I keep trying to punch myself in the face and I just keep having to replace mirrors. Can't help it. I just see my face and it's a damn jump scare every time. I have less hair and look more tired every time. So far, we've only found one gas shut-off valve, and we haven't found the steam shut-off valve yet either. And this is a steam ship, so I know there's a steam shut-off somewhere. And just that fishing vessel had like 3 gas shut-offs, so... A ship this big, I don't see it only happen for one. It would be a little odd if it only had one. I'm pretty sure I know what's on the other side of this door, but I'm not positive. I should just break all bulkheads I see. It's not like this is gonna be a seaworthy ship yet. Yeah, this is what I thought it was. See, look, that's a blown steam valve right there. Maybe it comes shut off? I know too little about what's actually going on in this ship. I do know that I'm struggling to hit that fucking wall there. See, no, there's one of the steam valves right there. We've got that shut off. That's one steam valve. Okay, let's crack open this door. I have been here already, I think. I've been right there already. I haven't been in the rest of the stuff. Break open this door. We got a full box. Yeah, I've been into this part, but I haven't been up or down from here. Then we should be able to pop right up here. This is another access staircase. Authorized personnel only. Well, I am authorized. I was authorized as soon as I started cutting the ship up. I do wonder where the collectible is, because we've been through a good chunk of the ship now, and I have not seen one yet. Makes me wonder if I overlooked something at the top of the ship. I hope not. It being a hospital ship, I'm hoping the collectible is going to be some medical equipment or something. Never mind, I found it. Congratulations, you found the nurse. Nurses on the USS Solace played a key role in rescuing wounded soldiers, especially after the attack on Pearl Harbor. The USS Solace was one of the first ships to assist them. They worked in difficult conditions, often under fire, providing medical care and mental support to hundreds of victims. That's an ugly nurse doll, though. Okay, well, we've got the collectible. So that's one of my worries for this ship out of the way. Now I'm just trying to find more gas shutoffs because I find it hard to believe that there was only one. Although I may have no choice but to believe that there was only one. What's behind this wall? You know, I think they're using these pipes as supports for the ship. That's my guess. Yeah, we're on the outer edge of the ship again. Yeah, I don't see anything going down that way at all. Alright, let's go back to that staircase, go down another floor. And here it is. Build up another box. At least this ship does have cool models and stuff. Like, it's got different models instead of just the generic copy-paste stuff that all the non-DLC ships have. Granted, we're not taking the time to look at a lot of it. I'm kind of just spamming the click button. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? There's not another floor below, so we need to go this way now. Is there really only one shut-off valve for the whole ship? Weird. There is another floor. Color me surprised. I didn't think there would be. Then again, though, I have no idea where we're at in the grand scheme of the ship. Actually, I can probably get an idea. Those are ground level out there, so no, we're still pretty high up. Got more pipes, lights. Okay, well, see, look, here's another. These are the fuel pipes. Surely there's gotta be another fuel valve around here. Surely. Well, if there is, it's going down. Which means there'll be another floor below us. Lots of World War II uniforms too. Although those look like World War I uniforms. Now that I looked at that one closely. When I see another one, I'll look at it even closer again. But they did not look like World War II uniforms. They looked like Great War uniforms. Yeah, I might be a little rusty on my history here, but that looks more like a Great War uniform than a World War II. I could be just rusty on my information, though. Alright, let's pop through this bulkhead, see what's on the other side. I think we got one more floor and then we're at ground level. I think. Not positive. There's one of the engines. It's a big fucking engine. Where was that staircase that took us down further? There it is. Was that a lump of coal out there? You know what? It's gonna be easier just to go through this wall right here. This is just gonna be way easier than trying to find a way out there. Heap of coal. With a heap of coal, you will gather pieces retrieved from the shipwreck. This allows you to sell the coal at the market or use it for crafting and upgrades as non-metal. Wait, what? So is it special or not? Either way, we found a heap of coal. It is a specialty resource, and I'm not sure what to do with it. Hey, look, there's the way out right here. These are all steam pipes. Some destroyed, some not. Computers. Man, it is claustrophobic down here. Good thing I don't have problems with that. See more coal over there. There was a lot of coal over here. Well, I never found out where that orange fuel pipe was going. We watched it dig down into the floor. I haven't seen a shut off for it. Goes down right there. I guess it was only one fuel shut off for the whole ship and one steam shut off. It's weird, to say the least. Alright, well, let's try and get back up out of the belly of the beast now. Alright, what is gonna be the easiest to do here? I think it'll be this. We know we gotta knock out all the floor that's connected to each one of these sides. So we'll go along the whole edge of the ship here. I think I have a faster way of doing this. I can come back down, hit the other side. Instead of flipping the mouse 180 degrees on each one of these. Let's see, it's been an hour and a half and we've taken 2 pieces of the ship off. That's not very good progress. I mean, I know it doesn't help that we gotta double tap every hit. It does double our time it takes to do anything. That's really only on the destroying process. We spent most of time so far cleaning up, getting everything ready. Just gotta keep going here. Making sure I get all of these the whole length of the ship. Yeah, I think this was a little bit faster. Now, I'm pretty sure these outside walls are going to hold on to the edge of the ship because they're on the edge of the ship. That's why I'm knocking them out. Or I would just knock out the floor and they would fall with it. Like the rest of the ship, from here to the other side, I'm just going to pop the floor and that should knock the whole top of the ship off. Because there should be nothing holding it. We're going to try and do it all in one motion. All in one big motion to rock the ocean. It's a halfway point. Alright, halfway point. Yeah, this is the point now where, like I said, having to hit each one of these twice is going to completely double the time. So what takes 1 second now takes 2. What's going to take 60 minutes is going to take 120 now. It would have been easier to say what takes an hour is going to take 2. For some reason I didn't, though. Stupidity, I suppose. All I can come up with. The fact that we're going to have to go over most of this twice also sucks. Once we get the first layer off, the first layer should knock a lot of this down. Provided I did it correctly. I mess anything up and it's not going to do anything. And I'm prone to messing things up, so yeah. Man, this is gonna be slow going though. Gotta sneak. Man, those always sneak up on me. Like, I am never ready for those. Oh, by the way, the webcam that she brought me was broke, so that will not be happening right now, unfortunately. I was hoping to have that for the long stream tomorrow. So that kind of sucks. Yeah. I've been trying to look for alternatives, but there's really not an alternative. You either have a camera or you don't. You know? Like, I was looking around to see if I had, like, at one point I had a Wii. And I was gonna see if I could jimmy rig that to pick me up. But I couldn't even find that. I think I hawked it at some point. Man, there's a lot of nodes to punch out of here. That's gonna be in the way the whole length there. Man, there's a lot of shit to break. Like, I don't know what to do here. I'm pretty sure I keep going quiet for extended periods of time, too. But, I'm kind of just zoning out, swinging the hammer. Like, this is, as far as gameplay goes, unfortunately, this is pretty brain dead. This is gonna be a fairly boring to watch for anybody, I think. I'm sorry about that. There is no way around it. A game like this, you're just gonna have really, really slow spots that I can't do anything about. Like, the only thing I could do to speed this up would be to not play it. That doesn't really work, though. You can't play the game while not playing the game, you know? Worst case scenario, if this was YouTube and not a stream, I could cut it out. I wouldn't cut it out. I build my channel off of everything you see is what you get. So I don't like cutting things. Don't want to be like, oh, I did a little bit of off-camera mining on Minecraft and have 3 full chests full of iron, stacks, and diamonds. No, I do everything on camera if possible. Got the sniffles now that I've sneezed repeatedly. Oh, damn. We've still got to do the outside on that, whatchamacallit too. We still gotta do the outside where all the life rafts were, but on the other side still. Yeah, that's good. I've done all the way down here, but I still gotta do saving all the way down through here as well. I don't need to go up. I'm not breaking the door down right now. I'll just hit all the studs on both sides of the door. No, I've already popped that. Alright, let me just make sure. Yeah, I got the ones on the other side of that door already. So now I need to go into all of these rooms. One room done. Well, 2 actually. Okay, go on to the next one. I thought that was a wood door that wasn't busted open. I'm like, did I forget a room? I hope I didn't forget anything. But a ship this big, without a map to actually mark stuff off here, I'm not entirely sure I hit every room on the ship. I should have stuck with what I was gonna do at the start and did it all in sections. Instead of by floors. Now I'm trying to do it all by floors instead of we're gonna do the front section first. I don't know, maybe we'll just get this whole top area ripped off and then we'll go by sections. Yeah, maybe that's the play. Maybe it's the play. Oh, we did all that all the way down already. Still need to hit all the inside pieces on this side. That we're dropping the floor, and I'll show what's gonna happen. As soon as all of these floors break, these 3 floors, this one, and this one, and all of these walls, so 3.5 floors, they're all gonna drop all at once. Once we have that done, then we'll do the ship in sections. So we'll do this whole front section, so all of these right here, all the way down. Then we'll go to here, all the way down. And that will probably be the easiest way of doing it. But we've got to get all this top shit out of the way first. Right now it's stopping us from getting crates out and everything. Now doing it in sections isn't going to be perfect either. You're going to have stuff that hits right in the middle of each section. Which is why you could argue that doing it by layers would be the better option. And it very well might be. I'm not sure. I've never taken a ship down of this size. Okay, these are square pieces. I need to look for the nodes that are pointing down, not the ones that are pointed to the side of the walls. You just get so many of them lined up there, you don't know what you're hitting. Okay. I think we can go outside here now and start hitting all of these. We're almost to the first great collapse. If that's what we're gonna call this. Because I expect to see a drop in FPS like none other. This is gonna be dropping a hell of a lot of ship all at once. The other reason why I want to do it all in sections, I am genuinely afraid of fatal errors and crashes when dropping this much ship at once. And we're gonna do it just like we did the other side. We're gonna go all the way down, popping off all of these, and we'll come back, pop off the other side. Then we're gonna quick save before we break it. That way we have a backup if anything goes wrong. I need to make sure I'm hitting those too. Not sure why there's a couple of spots where the floor switches to double plate instead of one big plate. But I'm sure there's a grand design around it. Good reason. I just don't know the reason. Come on, we're almost there. Oh, I finally got a reply on Cache Cleaner Simulator. The community manager told me as far as he knows, nobody's had any copyright issues with the in-game music. So next time we play that game, I should be able to turn on the music. And if I get a copyright claim, I'm going to be pissed. Save the game. Okay, let's see what happens here. This is gonna be a lot of popping for a long distance. We're gonna be sitting here for a second to see what happens. We're gonna either see stuff explode soon or we're not. No boom. There's supposed to... Where is my earth-shattering boom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering boom. Damn it. I missed something somewhere. Shit. I missed something somewhere. That's gonna be annoying to find. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of shit to pick up. Now everywhere we just took our hammer and beat, we're gonna have to go back over and find the one spot that's not done right. I thought was this for a second, but no, that's just part of the ship. Part of the ship, part of the crew. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, just popped into my head. It wasn't that. So far, the outside is looking like we did it all. Unless the physics engine just works differently on the ship, that is an option. But if you look, the floor is pulled down further. So I wonder if the physics engine just works differently. As far as I can tell here, everything is working out in my favor. I didn't miss any floor tiles. I'm not seeing any floor tiles. I'm missing at least. But like this door, it should have fallen over. Because theoretically, the only stuff it had to sit on was the floor there. I am the confused. So far, I'm not finding anything that we missed. Like how these stairs fell. Some of these walls should have fallen too, and they didn't. Which makes me question a lot of things. Like all these cables that fell too. The ladder. Some stuff's popping like it should have. Others not. It's like all of these pipes right here. All of these stairs. All of it collapsed. The walls should have done the same things. That's just stuff poking through the floor. Yeah, I'm betting my money on everything's reaching a floor further than what it's supposed to, and I'm gonna have to go through and hit every single one of these fucking dots a second time to get the shit to fall. I am not looking forward to. That took forever to do the first time. But we're looking like we might not have a choice. So far, I have yet to see a floor that I did not end up hitting. At least it looks like I did a good job, though. That's something. Alright, yep, shit. We're gonna have to... God damn it. We're gonna have to go through and hit every fucking one of these dots again. And they're gonna be harder to hit now because we got all these little walls and stuff in the way. Okay, I have an idea. I've got something swirling in my head here. Whether it's a good idea or not is a different story. I have got an idea I'm gonna try. If that would work, I'm still thinking about it. It just takes so long to get to each end of the ship. Forgot to bust these out. Alright, well, theoretically this should pop all of these. Yeah, those all pop. Not gonna have a lot of change on all this, though. Just gonna keep going through and cleaning up all this. I didn't miss one in here, did I? Oh, I popped that. No. Just go from room to room again. Cause I'm a goddamn fool. Absolute buffoon for thinking that anything I want to have happen is gonna work. Since they're all interconnected, just breaking a couple isn't gonna do anything, is my problem. They either all have to be broken, or you might as well not break any of them. they all should have done with the outside walls. Did we watch them all fold each time the floor broke? That's what all of these inside walls should have done. And I'm very confused as to why they didn't. My current working theory is that these are digging further into the next floor than what the model looks, to kind of stop you from doing this and to make it more time consuming. Force you to grind, basically. And that is my current working theory. Damn, I got heartburn. All of these, as soon as they're showing up yellow, that means I can break them. As long as I'm seeing yellow everywhere I go, we're winning. Like that, yellow outlines. If I'm not seeing the yellow outline, then we have a bigger problem. I didn't finish cleaning up this room, so I can't actually see the node I'm supposed to be breaking. And so I can only hope that all of this is going to collapse as soon as we finish our second pass here. Yeah, that's my hope. See how like we got the bottom floor clipping up into the top floor? That's what I'm hoping is that's why none of these walls fell. It's just that. If it's not that, that means the walls are stacking on top of each other, and the only way to knock them down will be going and hitting all these. Which would be extremely aggravating. But there's a 60-40 chance that that's the problem, 60 being that that's the problem. I'm just grasping at straws and hoping this will work. If this doesn't work, that means I've got to go through and try and hit all of these top nodes. And that's just going to be time consuming and aggravating. But it is a very, very real possibility that's what we're going to have to do. Because gravity is sometimes a fickle bitch. Slowly working on all this crap here. Sturdy ship, I guess. I'll give it that. Oh, I gotta keep my fingers crossed. I hope this works. I don't want to have to go through and try and hit every fucking ceiling piece too. Alright, all but the node I need to break are breaking. There it went. We're working our way back to the front of the ship here. Or the back of the ship, sorry. See, sometimes we're hitting the nodes on the floor below. It's a nice looking ship, but does not seem to be modeled the best. Oh, thank God, I can see the cafeteria again. Come on. Eventually, we'll get somewhere. I am, the longer this goes on just for us to get to the first section of the ship, the less I'm thinking we're gonna be able to do this fucking ship tonight. It's been, what, 2 hours and 10 minutes, and we still have not accomplished much of anything. And we've been swinging our hammer for like an hour now. So that's scary. Hour of hammer swinging and almost nothing to show for it. Still gotta hit all these ones that we couldn't see from the other side here. We still got the whole outside down the other way that I had forgotten about until just a minute ago, or a second ago, really. Okay, so we got the whole other side to go. Did we go down this side? Yeah, we went down this side. We still got the whole other side to go down. And we gotta finish going down it up here. Alright, give me a second. Carpal tunnel in my hand is acting up. That's what I need to do. I need to add one of them, take a stretch emotes or whatever. What I need to do is get my hand worked on again. They told me I'll probably need that surgery about every year or two, and it's been about 3 since I last had it done again. But I think I just need my hand worked on again. Hopefully we're gonna go down to the end of the ship here, and we're gonna have a earth-shattering boom. And if we don't, I'm gonna be one very, 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 very disappointed man. 'Cause it means our workload just got significantly longer. So it's gonna happen on one floor, it means it's gonna do that the whole ship. Which will effectively, not just double, somewhere triple, maybe even quadruple our workload. So I have to hope this works, because if not, our workload's going to at least triple, if not quadruple. Which will guarantee that this ship's going to take like 6 or 7 hours. Let's see. Oh, that ain't a good sign. No walls are popping at all. Yeah, no walls are popping. Well, that means it is the worst. That means we are going to have to go through now and knock all these. After we knock all these the whole length of the ship, then something should fall. And I don't mean all of just this wall. No, I mean all of them everywhere. The question is... That is the question. Would it be better just to do it from here? I think it's going to be better to do it from up here. See how multiple walls are falling? I'm hitting this side and that side's falling. That's what we're gonna look for to happen with everything now. That's what we're gonna be looking for to happen with the whole ship here in a second. We don't want to break another layer of floor because we got stuff we need to crane out on this level, like these. We do need all the walls gone. Just keep on working here. Come hell or high water, I'm at least knocking part of this fucking ship down. Like that ball. Yeah, this is more or less gonna be our whole mission here. Knock down everything we can see. Get to the next layer. Once we get the ship flat again, it'll be easier to figure out where we're at. Oh, I thought stuff just exploded. That was just game saving. Put the fear of God in me there for a minute. We've got so many boxes already piling up. And we're not really through much yet. Can't ever tell which side these dots are on. See, I didn't want to break all of those, though. That'll make this load unsteady if I ain't careful. Box is full. That's gonna be another reoccurring theme doing this is box full. we're gonna probably knock this whole section of ship off from the front to the back, and that's probably all we're gonna accomplish today. When we start our long stream tomorrow, we may try and aim to finish this ship before we change games again. But I'm not sure. We may just skip this game tomorrow, since we're playing it tonight. Since I knocked all the floors down because I was hoping that this wouldn't be the problem, now we've got all this debris that's kind of covering up all the shit I need to be able to see to hit. Just being a little bit of a problem. Okay, it's being a little bit more than a little bit. Should just be going around and hitting all these, you know. Since they're on the walls, like I said, stuff's falling against the walls, making it hard to see where we're supposed to be hitting. But since we took out the floor, there shouldn't be very many spots where there's actually a top node to break. Shouldn't be many, at least. Wish there was none. That would be the ideal. That just doesn't seem likely. And it's gonna be next to impossible to get in from there. So we'll have to hit them from this side. Alright, so we got this room done. This room. So now we move on here. Gotta make sure to check up every now and then. Make sure we're not missing those. Miss floors in some of these rooms. Stuff's still standing anyway, so it don't matter. And we're just gonna knock down a fair bit of the floor just because of how tight these hallways are. Which is gonna be a little bit of a problem. We don't want to knock down the floor on, well, this level of the ship, this floor of the ship. We kind of want it there for structure. Because we don't really have a lot of structure. A full box. Oh, damn. Yeah, I bit off more than I could chew here. I didn't know it was gonna be 2 hammers to break every whatchamacallit here. Every bolt, rivet, whatever the hell they're called. I figured it, well, it's tier 2 ship, it'll probably be like all the other tier 2 ships. So with my level of tool, it should have been a one shot. It wasn't. And then this is just a massive ship. I underestimated how long it was going to take. I knew it was going to take a while, but I didn't think it would take this long. Just to make some progress, even. I really didn't think we would finish it, but I thought we would have made more progress than this. That I really did. Alright, I can't tell what in the hell's already been done. Knock down a few walls here. Figure it out. Alright, this hasn't been done. Man, I wish they fell all the way over. So I could see better what's done and what's not. Almost there. I think we're almost. Let me jump here. No, we're only about halfway. I lied. I lied by a lot more than I thought I did. Nope, that was another save. All the stuff just fell. Damn. Can't see what I'm hitting again. Alright. Why there gotta be so many walls? I've gotta just keep looking for all these spots. And then just keep pressing the break wall button and see what falls. It gives me a fairly good idea where I'm at. But not a perfect picture. still needs to be knocked. Some more wall knocked out. More there. Can't see what I'm hitting again. I see a bunch of stuff falling, so I'm making some progress. Alright, here looks like something I haven't done. There's a spot, there's a spot. Alright, that hasn't been popped, nor has that. One there. I have no idea how close we are. Even if we are at the end, I've still got to do the other side, so... Like I set a goal, though. I know what I want to get done. I'm going to knock all these down, get at least that first layer knocked off. I've got to make my progress one way or the other. I refuse to give in. But boy, do I wish I had a better hammer for this. I could do so much more, so much faster if I just had the money for the better hammer. I should have skipped the last glove upgrade and put it into hammer. I mean, it's all hindsight 2020. Like, I didn't know that this ship was gonna be 2-hit everything. Had I known that, I would have chose different route, different options. Let's go see what all falls here. Most of what I want falls. That's good. A bunch of stuff I don't want falls. That's not as good. It's just not good at all, actually. Okay, I can see the front half of the ship. Or the back half, I should say. Alright, that box is full. Okay, all of this felt like it was supposed to. Hadn't actually been to the back of the boat to really look at it to figure out what fell back here. So that's some good news, I suppose. But this really ain't much. Just keep looking. That's gotta break. That sounds like it went where I wanted it to. I found a cubby. Still not getting what I want here. There's a mark. Is all this fallen? It has. And none of this has, alright. Another full box. Alright, my phone's dead. Oh, no more chat. Not like I was really getting a lot of use out of it tonight anyways. I'll go ahead and plug that phone in, that way I have it to charge and put up later. Phone is my alarm clock and everything. to see what walls are still here and what walls are not. We need to go through and beat all these. Oh boy. You know what, this particular episode is gonna make really good background noise for somebody to go to sleep to, because there ain't no way they're gonna stare at the screen and not fall asleep. I don't believe it. There ain't enough happening. It's all very repetitive and very much blurred together. I should knock down quite a few walls. Knock that down, knock that down. That's something holding that one on. Playing a game of where is the node? You find enough of them, everything will fall. Question is, how many is enough of them? 7,000? 8,000? Man, I really wish the other idea would have worked. Damn it, I don't want to bust those or it's gonna break my cargo. These right here, if they get busted, it'll just destroy the cargo on top of it. I don't want that to happen. I can't tell what's broken yet. I need to knock down some walls so I can see where I'm going again. This ship is just so enclosed that once you get wrapping around in there, you can't tell where you're at. Or what's broken. Then all this shit not falling over is not helping. Alright, so none of this stuff is broke. Top nodes I didn't hit. That is already broke. I mean, sure, we've got to be getting close. Oh, okay. That's front of the boat's right there. We ain't getting fucking close. Damn. No, and for anybody curious, it wasn't triple. It was indeed quadruple. It did quadruple our workload. Said it would be one or the other. I have come up with a figure. It is the other. Where that needs broke. Already broke. That needs broke. That's broke. It's part of the problem here is just figuring out what I already have broke and what I don't. That may be further along than I think. Okay, I need to do these couple of walls from this side so that I don't fuck up the floor and break my cargo. See, it leaves if I break them from this side, it leaves them intact. The nodes. This ship's either going to get significantly harder or easier the further into it we get. like I said, I think things will get easier when we have the whole top half off. But I can't guarantee that at this point. Things have gone too far off my original plan already for me to give a concrete answer on anything. It's all knocked down. What about over here? Those are knocked down. That's knocked down. That's not. Okay. Okay, that's knocked down. I can see the front of the ship right there, so we are actually almost there this time. What that really means in the grand scheme of stuff at this point, though, I am not sure. We got this center wall here that we can knock out and get it out of the way. It's just freestanding by itself here in the middle. Anything we can see that's obvious, we're gonna try to get rid of. Top piece there, bottom piece here. Top piece there. Bottom. Stuff falling on my head. Okay, we're into another room now. Which one of these walls are still standing? This one. Okay, we can play here too. Back on this side now. That was a bunch of stuff falling. Oh, well, I do believe we found whatever wall was supporting everything. God damn, that took too long. Alright, now we gotta dig through this shit and find the cut points. We're gonna cheat here. Find them like this. Fucking slow ass blowtorch. Oh yeah, there's gonna be ones up top too, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, that's one half. I have a goal. We're getting this top section done. It's gotta be done. I ain't gonna go through a whole episode with this little amount of progress. I could have thrown that right into the truck. I'm an idiot. I about walked over my next cut point. What is that down there? Oh, it's just a beam. That was a cut point I missed. Well, I'm sorry for spreading that yawn to everybody. Since I've been having to get up at about 6 a.m. every day lately, I've been more tired. I've always worked night shifts and been a night owl. I ain't used to all this being up in the morning crap, and it's just leaving me tired all the time now. Well, those both just dinged off the rail, so can't hit the truck. Got it. We still gotta find the other cut point that's in all the rubble below us, too. For each one of these. 6 or 7 sections, I ain't sure. Can't say I was counting very well. Oh, it's rope. That's gonna be a problem. We're about to lose all the ropes to get up here too. By getting rid of all these. We can get up with the grappling hook, I think, though. What's up with that weird texture? Like water. Weird. Weird. Alright, let's see. Section. If we just hold the crane, we can see it'll highlight in red what section or what. That'll help us find these. Instead of trying to clean out a path all the way down. Alright, we gotta pick that up and tip away. That's half of the ship. Apparently there was none right here. Cut point wise, I mean. There it is. Found another one. Had I known the ship was going to take this long, I would have started an hour earlier. And then I maybe would have had enough time to do this whole ship tonight. Maybe. But, right now I just don't. I'm going to finish what I said I was going to do, and then that's about all we got time for. We'll probably start with this game tomorrow during our long stream, finish this ship, and then we'll switch games as soon as we finish the ship. And we'll either do a poll, or if Judge ends up being the only person here tomorrow too, then he'll get to pick the game. But there's multiple people, we'll do a poll. Let's go ahead and start pulling the ship pieces off here. Still think they need to turn the torque down on that a little bit. Yeah, landed upright. That doesn't happen often. Alright, let's go collect all of our lights since all the ladders are now gone. We'll pick up anything we see that managed to make it onto the floor here. Grab all of these, get them in here. Who knows, maybe we'll get enough to finish one of these contracts. I doubt it though. Most of the stuff finished. These contracts are in the bottom and spread out throughout the ship. The ship looks like it's infected with like bacteria or something with all that stuff all over it. Alright, let's get over here to our cranny thing. Our winch, not crane.
مجالتي بهان أونغا.
Like this crane's working on this side.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
And this crane's working on this side right here.
कोई बात नहीं.
We could have like four cranes grabbing stuff all at once. That's nice. Shit, this is gonna be a problem. Never mind. I'm up here. Just need to clean off the craneable element here.
مجالتي بهان أونغا.
Grab stuff I keep getting stuck on, it's pissing me off. Look for the next craneable element. I had like 2 on this floor if I remember correctly. So where is the other one? Full already, I need to watch that number. It does not take long to fill up. There's a couple of walls that we didn't break still. Gotta remember that. I don't know where they're at. But I know there's a couple we didn't break. Just like these stupid fucking pipes here. Where is the other craneable element? I can't find it. Found it. It was more towards the front of the ship than I thought it was. But like I said, I had no sense of direction while inside of there. Get it out of
हम
here.
संपर्क में रहेंगे
We'll clean up what we can while the crane's grabbing that. Can't save the game anyways while the crane's active. I was just waiting for the crane to return to its place. Let's see, shift tab. It is 9 o'clock, so it's gonna take a couple of hours to upload. So I should have time to clean up this top layer of the ship. That's about all I'll have time for, because I think that's gonna take about an hour. Then I've got to get everything uploaded to YouTube, and then I've got to, once it's uploaded to YouTube and I make sure everything's fine, I actually have to delete it so I have space open for our long stream tomorrow. Damn it, I missed the truck. All of this metal, all these beams, all these little stupid fucking things that I have to right click first before I can pick up. So about here is where I need to be to actually reach this van, truck, whatever the fuck it is. Even then, they don't always lock like this young. Ooh. Damn. There was a spider on my fucking hand. Wasn't ready for that. Thought it was just an itch. It's starting to get fucking cold. My house is probably gonna be infested with wolf spiders just like last year. I just keep going back and forth, getting these furthest boxes put in where they need to go. Fuck it, I'll pick it up again later. I don't think we really spilled much. Oh, there's some stuff that got spilled. But I don't think we spilled much over the edge. I think the ship acted as a pretty good base in here. like I said earlier, given how much of a pain in the ass this ship is being, the rest of the ship we'll do in sections. We'll do the whole front, and then we'll do this section. And my phone, goddamn hiccups, and my phone's ringing behind me. Great, it turned on. Oh, I'll deal with it later. Probably just spam anyways, it always is. Given how late it is at night, it sure as hell ain't gonna be any doctor's office or anything calling me. It's usually how I know it's spam. Oh, you bitch. I'm gonna have to go and get that later. I should really rebind my fucking key. You know what? Controls. Where is it? Quick throws a box. Well, I didn't know that worked. I always just use right click. So let's see if I change that to mouse 2. That's gonna be mouse 2. And that's gonna be mouse 2. Okay, they're both gonna do that. Let me change that back to right mouse then and switch that to mouse 2. Okay, so no matter what, it's still gonna do it either way. Alright, well then that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. I don't know why we would have these as different buttons then, if the alternate use is gonna be the same thing no matter what. Yeah, changing it has no effect whatsoever. I don't see the point. Right click's gonna be throw, mouse 2 is gonna be throw. It don't matter what I click. The brake button right there, the alternate button, is still gonna be the same. So I'm still gonna accidentally throw boxes every time I'm looking at one of those. Come on. We're about a quarter of the way there. Quarter of the way there with the upper deck cleanup. It's a lot of metal. Awful lot of metal. Well, fuck that one, I guess. Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. You can tell where all the motel rooms were because they were so fucking compacted together while trying to hit the walls while hitting the floor too. Which is why we're missing a layer of floor for a bunch of this. Keep calling them motel rooms, I don't know why. They were just very, very small rooms. They were just bunks, really. But we are almost done here. We are almost halfway done. Oh, fuck you, stairs. It wasn't for the fact that my saw is incredibly low level and it would take longer to cut you down out of spite than it would just wait and deal with it later, I would cut you down out of spite. Like I say, it would just take too much longer. My saw is not very high level at all. I'm pretty sure it's actually even a lower level than the blowtorch. I don't use it very often though. Cut a couple of heavy elements free here and there, and that's about it. Well, apparently that pipe wanted to fucking go. Should be a bunch of fancy shit in those boxes. I'm pretty sure these are from the inside. Well, I know they're from the inside because we're below all of that shit now. Most of the hospital rooms were another floor or two below this, though. So I shouldn't have a lot of that. Oh, bitch. I'll have to go get that later now, too. I ain't fucking with those because I'm cutting them. They're the same as the ladder. It's just it would take longer than what they're worth. Well, it got the hitbox on this pipe and didn't want to go. Still not sure where them other walls were, but I know there was a couple of walls we didn't actually knock down. I think they were all the way on the end though, over there. Okay, this is being a pain in the ass. Boxes keep hitting that. Yeah, we're about halfway there at this point. Well, fuck you, gravity. Come on. There's something else needs knocked down. Great. I think I'll see how many people we got when I do finally finish up tonight. I know I've been going quiet for rather lengthy periods of time during this, but wasn't really on purpose. Just wasn't thinking. And just sitting here trying to gather it all together. Yeah. Oh. I just keep missing that shit. And it's just making more and more that I gotta clean up here in a minute. tried to funnel down the staircase. It did not work. You know, I went on the Discord for this game before I started up. I went on there about 2 o'clock and asked their community moderator if the music in this game, Ship Graveyard 2, was had any copyright problems or if I was going to be able to stream and record it just fine. And the guy completely ignored me and kept talking to somebody else in the in there. I checked back later to see if he was just busy and he would get to me eventually. No, he just flat out ignored my message. So I left the music off in this game. But yeah, I thought that was a little uncalled for. He may have ignored my message though because I had that little green dot next to my name that says, "Hey, I just now joined your server." And as soon as I got into the server, I pinged the community manager. It's like, I pinged you because I needed a question answered, and it wasn't against your rules. I just thought it was a little rude, just completely ignore me. He was still online when I checked back. And nobody else had said anything in about 30 minutes. I'm like, well, he's very clearly ignoring me. So I won't keep asking. I'll just keep the music off like I have been. Yeah, I never understand how people have like community manager positions in the Discords that are that hands off with it. I may not exactly be a big streamer or anything, but still, you got any kind of content creator trying to figure out if they can have the music on or not, you need to tell them. Because if it turns out to be wrong and we try to dispute something on YouTube and we end up with a strike, that's a whole different ballpark then. One thing to have just a copyright claim. You can have as many of those as you want on your channel. You don't want any, but you can have as many of them as you can. As soon as you have an actual strike, it's a pain in the ass, and you get a couple of them and your account's just gone. Sucks for me because I use my YouTube account both as my personal account and my posting account. I probably should separate them at some point, but I'm not going to. I don't see. I see the point that, hey, look, if something ever does happen to my YouTube channel, at least I won't lose all my personal subscriptions, all the comments and everything. Or not my personal subscription, my personal YouTube as well, but then I'm like, well, if I lose both my normal and my personal YouTube, or if I lose one or the other, it's about the same problem. So I just keep it as just one YouTube account, does everything. We are actually almost done now. I've got to go over there onto the other side of the boat when we got all this picked up and gather the boxes that got hucked onto the ground. Hell, I've got boxes that got hooked onto the ground on this side that I gotta gather. But once we have all of that, we're gonna go down there next to our truck. We're gonna look up at all the work we've done so far, and then we're gonna end this video there. I'll do my end of the video shout out to Judge and everything. Just gotta finish cleaning all this up and get to that spot first, though. Still a little bit longer to go. I really don't get to break very many, or pick up very many things before the box is full again. Well, that's not worded right either. I'm picking up a lot of stuff. Ships of this size are just definitely made more towards the multiplayer aspect of this game. And I don't have any friends. The few friends I really did have back in the day are, well, for lack of a better word, I'll just say it bluntly, they're dead. Got a couple of newer, I say a couple, I've got one newer guy I've been hanging out with, playing Dark Tide with here and there. That's the thing, we were playing Dark Tide, that's more of a shooter and not a simulator. I know he doesn't even own this game, I don't think he plays these kind of games. He's more of a Halo, Team Fortress 2, Dark Tide kind of guy. Whereas me, I play a bit of everything. I like a good simulator. I like a good RTS. I like a good, whatchamacallit, FPS. I like a good horde shooter like the old school Left 4 Deads. I just play a lot of everything. Never really had one genre that really stuck out to me. Oh yeah, MMORPGs. Oh, I've played a lot of those. I've played both kind of RPGs, massive multiplayer online and single player. I've played a bunch of roguelikes too. No, there's probably not really a genre you can name that I haven't played. I think the genre that I have the least amount of games ever played in and the least amount of time played is horror games. It was never my thing. I ain't ever been one to really get scared of much, but well, the few times I have been spooked in real life, my immediate response is swing first, ask questions later. It's like when I was younger, 12, 13. I remember I'm a big dude now. I was a big 13-year-old. And hell, I had a beard at 12. So, I looked like a grown-ass man, standing at 6 foot at like 12 and 13. And, I remember it was one Halloween. Some, older kids, probably 16, 17s, they decided to try and scare me. And I laid one of them out with a good damn swing. Yeah, he didn't get up. I knocked him clean the fuck out. And that's held true with everything throughout my life. I stepped on a snake once and it wrapped around and bit me. And my immediate response was smash it, kill it with fire. I ripped it off my leg, ended up putting a hole in both of my palms because I just grabbed it from its top jaw and its bottom jaw and just started to pull it apart. Tore it down the middle. Ended up having to get a lot more stitches in because then I had my hands were kind of messed up because its fangs dug clean through my fingers, or not my fingers, my palm. Thankfully, it wasn't too poisonous. It was an offshoot of a water moccasin. Wasn't a full-blooded water moccasin, but it was a fairly big one. So I think I got like 4 or 5 stitches in my right palm and like 3 or 4 in my left, and I got 2 or 3 in my leg where it had initially bit me. But yeah, my immediate reaction to anything that does actually frighten me or anything that hurts me is violence at extremely fast rates. I've never really had to do it too much because I don't get scared by many things. My biggest pet peeve would definitely be spiders, though. Had a really bad experience with spiders when I was a toddler. I was 3 or 4, and I got attacked by a tarantula. I was out in Arizona at the time, so big fucking tarantula. Like a little bit smaller than a football tarantula. It was huge, and it got on my face and was attacking me, and that left lifelong trauma. Me and spiders don't get along. So I see a spider, I recoil a couple of inches, and then I go for fisticuffs and just start trying to swing on the spider. I've put holes in my walls and really messed up my hands a few times by punching a spider that's on a brick wall. So yeah, me and spiders don't get along. You want to try and find something to scare me. That's the closest you're gonna get. I wish I had no fears at all and nothing could frighten me or even make me recoil, but unfortunate. Started to lose my voice there. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. Everybody's got something that they just well and truly don't like. Whether it's an irrational fear, a rational fear, or just something that they find creepy or off-putting. Everyone's got something. They can say they're big Billy badass all they want, but everybody's always got something. I'm not seeing any other boxes we missed around here. Alright, so we managed to knock it down 1 level. Actually, technically, we knocked it down like 5. It took, let's see here, about 4 hours. is what it took us. Not quite 4, about, it's more than 3.5, so we're just gonna call it 4.
Put down your silver spoon and watch this.
So we'll go ahead, we'll send out our daily our daily shout out to Judge Mister. Everyone should go and watch him whenever they see him live. He is on my Twitch channel suggested, so if you're looking at my channel and I'm offline, you scroll down, there's his channel. See if he's online. If he is, go to him. Fuck whoever else you're gonna watch, just go to him. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna save the game here. And I'm gonna Alt-Tab out to OBS and we're gonna end the video here. I hope everyone has a good day, good night, and a good life, and catch y'all tomorrow afternoon for our real long stream. Peace.